If you have a wife or a girlfriend and you celebrate Valentine's Day, your relationship sucks. Let me explain. The reason why people celebrate something because it is something that's very rare, that's worth celebrating. But being in a relationship and appreciating each other on just the basic level should not be something that you do once a year. And if you do, there is something wrong with your relationship. Now, there's a second part there that a lot of men overspend on Valentine's Day, and their women, their wives, their girlfriends expect them to overspend money, time, effort, attention. That's also really, really bad. You are most likely a simp and you need to stop until your relationship does. And those type of relationships, when a guy simps and continues to simp when he already has a permanent long-time girlfriend or wife, are usually in two different ways. One, you, the simp, finally realizes that you're being taken advantage of and you're too tired to go any further with this, and then you quit. Or she realizes that you don't simp enough and she found someone who would, or she simply is tired of being with a simp and wants a real man, and then she leaves you because of that. But all of that is bad. Going back to your relationship sucks. Valentine's Day, or at a time when you should be nice to each other, you plan a dinner, not a $200 dinner, just a dinner, to take her out, maybe with some live music, maybe give her flowers, and she puts some makeup on, puts a nice dress on, gives you a massage, and so on and so on. That should be practiced daily, if not weekly, depending on your schedule and how busy you are. And if you don't want to do those nice things that people usually only do on Valentine's Day, your relationship sucks. This is a trap that a lot of people fall into. And yes, I know it's because everything around you, even here in Thailand, it's, week out, and already everyone's pushing the flowers and teddy bears and just making all these guys spend money on their women more and more and more. And all of them are going to post all of this on their Instagram, and whose boyfriend outdone the other girl's boyfriends and all of that stuff and all of this bullshit. Another reason to make sure that you pick women who are not on social media, so they're not poisoned by all of this shit, and they don't poison other women with theirs. But at the end of the day, this is the pressure that everyone's giving you. But real men don't give a fuck about this pressure. When I had a girlfriend for many years, and the girlfriend before that, and we've never celebrated a Valentine's Day. And when I told them that we're not going to, they were fine with it, because they're like, well, I get flowers every week. He takes me out several times a week. This is nothing that all of the other girls that I know get. What else are we going to do on a Valentine's Day? So he's just going to spend double for the same dinner that he takes me on regularly? No, I don't want to do that to him. And a lot of times it's our, together budget anyway. So that a girl would never have a problem if your relationship is already good. Valentine's Day is really for, of course, the multiple industries, jewelry industry, flower industry, and all of that stuff. But also it is for the relationships that are not the real relationships, that are based on simping, that are based on money. A lot of times nowadays, that's what the relationships are, especially Western relationships. Though right here in Thailand, it's not that much different anymore, unfortunately. As a matter of fact, I see a lot of Thai women require all of this bullshit even more than the Western women do, and Thai men simp for their women even more. But that's a whole different video that I've already made a few times and probably will make a few more times again. So if you want to see those, go ahead and subscribe. But back to the Valentine's Day. This is something that you really need to be aware of. If you are married or with a good woman, you should want to do all of those things. Flowers don't cost that much. You don't need to buy them in an expensive flower shop. Dinners don't cost that much if you just go to a fucking regular place or maybe cook together or whatever. Just being nice to each other. And of course, massages on her side and wearing nice clothes and putting makeup on and doing her hair. None of that should be only done once a year, or only when the calendar says so. Those should be done, I submit to you, on daily basis. At least at the very least, on 2-3 times a week. If you guys don't do that for each other on a regular basis, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you in a relationship? This is the best part. This is the best part, to be nice to each other, to take care of each other, to have romantic relationships, to have sex and all of that stuff. What are you doing if Valentine's Day is when you really have to celebrate and catch up with your relationship? So let me repeat it one more time. If it is a Valentine's Day and you are finding yourself as a man spending tons of money, you already made sure that you make a reservation at some expensive restaurant, you're buying her flowers, you're buying a bunch of other shit, and this is the only time when you really see her all done up with makeup and hair and a nice outfit and heels. If that's one of the very few times, if not just once a year, time when you see each other doing these things, fucking quit. If you're a single guy and you're still dating, well, let me help you out when it comes to analyzing dating profiles. All you have to do is take snapshots of a dating profile of a girl you're interested in and upload it into this ChatGPT app called the Dating Profile Analyzer. It is free and it will give you all the green, yellow, and most importantly, red flags about that profile. You're welcome.